In today's class, so we are going to solve problems related to the last condition, that is inclined to both the plane. Okay, in this case, so if a line is inclined to both HP and VP, both horizontal plane and vertical plane, then so it is not possible for us to see its true length in any of the view. Okay, in such cases, we need to rotate the line to some extent so that it will become parallel to a plane of projection. Okay, then we are able to see its true length. So based on that concept, we are going to solve problem related to line inclined to both the plane. That means if we are going to make it parallel to a plane of projection, then we are going to get the true length. Okay, so here it is all about construction procedure. If you become familiar with the construction procedure by making use of the given data, so easily you can solve problems related to projection of points. Okay, sorry, projection of lines. So I will explain the concept directly considering a problem. Okay, already I shared a video. Okay, if you have not yet watched, later also you can watch and you can understand the concept. Okay, so a line AB 60 mm long has one of its ends 20 mm in front of VP and 15 mm above HP. The line is inclined at 25 degree to HP and 40 degree to VP. Draw its top and front views. Okay, this is the given problem. So in problem related to inclined to both the planes, okay, after reading the problem, you should note down the given data. Okay, so you must be able to understand what is given and what you need to find. Okay, a line AB 60 mm long, that means it is the true length of the line. Okay, true length means, so if a line is parallel to a plane of projection, you can see its true length. That is one thing. Okay, and again, if it is parallel to any plane of projection in that on that plane, you can see its true length. Okay, otherwise, so you are going to see its apparent length. So here, most of the times, whatever length that is given just as a line AB 60 mm long, that is true length. Okay, suppose since it is a problem related to inclined to both the planes, if they give in top length, so line is having 60 mm length, that is the false length, that is the length of the line in top view. So actually it may be more than that. Okay, suppose if they specify a length of the line, suppose in front view the line measures 50 mm, so that is the false length. In view it is 50 mm, actually it may be more than that. Okay, so these things you will become familiar, so after solving few problems. Okay, so first you should know how to note down the data. Okay, after solving a problem, so you will understand what is the data. Okay, so this is the solution for typical solution. Okay, our master diagram for solution of problems related to projection of lines, in that again inclined to both the planes case. Okay, so this is the master diagram for a problem related to projection of line inclined to both the planes. Okay, it consists of front view, top view, and true length, so above xy and below xy. Okay, so two true length lines, one front view, one top view, and there is some construction procedure. Okay, and respective inclinations. So true length is represented by these two lines. So always true length will be larger than the length in the view. In some cases, true length and also the length of the view will be same. That will happen when it is a problem related to inclined to one plane and parallel to other. In that case, so in one view you will get true length as front view or top view. Okay, so that is a different case. So here it is inclined to both the planes. So in this case, so we are going to get true length by rotating this top and front views. Okay, so this A dash B1 dash, this is one true length line. Then A B2, so this is A and this is B2. Okay, so this is another true length line. Next front view, that is denoted by A dash B dash. Then top view denoted by small letter A and small letter B. Next, so here there are two true length lines, okay, that is A dash B1 dash and A B2. The inclination of this true length line, okay, in front above xy, that is with respect to HP, okay, that is called theta. True inclination with HP. True inclination always with true length line. Okay, so true inclination always with true length line, apparent inclination always with apparent length, that is a view. Okay, it is related to views. These are related to true length line. Okay, true inclination with HP denoted by theta, that is 25 degree for this problem. Then true inclination with VP, okay, that is 40 degree. It is true inclination with VP, that you can see from top. Okay, next apparent false inclination with HP, that is denoted as alpha. So this is the false inclination. A dash B dash is the front view. Compared to true length, you can see the length of the false front view is smaller than the length of the true length. Okay, so that's why it is called as false length. So, and this angle is false angle, that is 33.48 degree. Then, so apparent false inclination with VP, so that is denoted by AB. So this is 45.17 degree. And vertical line connecting A dash, this is one end projector. Another vertical line connecting B dash. Okay, if I draw a line, so connecting B dash, so this is another end projector. Okay, so these two are end projector. So in few problems, so they will give a data regarding distance between end projector. That means we have to consider distance between these two lines. Okay, so you will understand this after solving few problems. Okay, you will become familiar with the procedure to solve this problem. Then you will understand it in a better way. Okay, if you have not understood anything, need not worry. Okay, you will definitely can understand it. So I will explain this with the help of this problem. Okay, using SolidWorks. Okay, I'll consider the same problem. So this one, a line AB, same problem I will consider on SolidWorks. Okay, a line AB 60 mm long as one of its ends 20 mm in front of VP and 50 mm above HP. The line is inclined at 25 degree to HP and 40 degree to VP. Draw its top and front views. Okay, after reading the problem, what we should do is, so first we should note down the given data. Okay, so again using the terminology in this slide, you need to note down the data. Okay, later you will become familiar with this terminology. Okay, now so I will note down the given data. First, a line AB 60 mm long. So here they have specified length of the line without referring it to any of the views. Here they have not used the term front view or top view. Directly they have given a line AB 60 mm long. So if in the problem, if the length of the line is given in a simple way, like a line AB is 60 mm long, that means without using the terms in top view, in front view, the line measures. So this is the true length. Okay, so true length denote TL. Okay, so we use A dash and B1 dash. Okay, A dash B1 dash and also A, B2. Okay, so these are used to represent or denote true line. Depending on the name of the line, since the name of the line is AB, so A dash B1 dash and AB2 are two length lines. So that is given 60 mm. Okay, next. So one of its ends, okay, in previous class also we discussed in case of projection of lines, we are going to consider only ends. So here A and B are those ends. So one of its end means it can be A or B. So I will consider it as A. So one of the end, location of one of the end is given, that is A. So it is 20 mm in front of VP. So since from projection of lines onwards, so point or line will be kept in first quadrant. So 20 from VP means, so it is 20 mm in front of VP. Next 15 mm above HP means obviously it will be 15 from HP. So definitely by default it will be above HP only for a line, since we are considering only problem related to first angle projection. Okay. Next, the line is inclined at 25 degree to HP. So here also in top view it is inclined at 25 degree to HP ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ. So this is a false inclination. Okay, here directly they have given. So suppose in front view it is inclined at 25 degree means, so it is a false inclination. Here it is directly given. So line is inclined at 25 degree without referring to view. They have given the angle. That means it is also a true inclination. The true inclination with respect to HP is denoted by theta. Okay, this is the true inclination with respect to HP. Next, so we know the true inclination, that is 25 degree. Next, so 40 degree with 40 degree to VP. So the line is inclined at 40 degree to VP. Here also they have not described this as in top view line is inclined at 45 degree to VP. If that is the case, this is a false inclination. But here also they have not referred to any of the views. That means it is a true inclination. So that is denoted by phi. Okay, phi is 40. Okay, next, so in order to solve any problem related to line inclined to both the planes, you need phi data. Okay, after reading a problem you must be able to identify phi given data. Without phi data we cannot solve a problem. Okay, so now we can see phi data. One is true length of the line 60, this is one data. Next, position of the point A with respect to VP and HP, these are two data. So 20 VP one data, 15 from HP, that is another data. So totally we have three data. Next, inclination with respect to HP, true inclination with respect to HP, fourth data, true inclination with respect to VP, fifth data. Totally we have 5 data. Okay, this is sufficient to solve problem. Okay, now so I will explain the procedure. Here also you will start from drawing XY line. Okay, draw XY line, draw a horizontal line, then name it as XY. Since it is first angle projection, okay, it will be VP and this will be HP. Okay, after this what we should do is, so First you should locate a point. Okay, based on the given data, go for locating a point. Okay, so I will locate point A because details regarding location of A is given in the problem. That means one of the ends. So I will consider A as that one of the end. So I will draw its front and top view. So 20 from VP means, so 20 mm in front of VP. So that will come below XY line. Next 15 from HP means 15 above HP because it is a first quadrant. 15. Okay, then draw a projector. Okay, this should be 15. And this should be 20. Okay, then I will name the views. So this is a front view. So A dash. And this is a top view. So just lowercase a. Okay. So after locating a point, so immediately what you should do is you should draw a horizontal line from these located points. So they are called as locus. Okay, this is applicable for all problems related to line inclined to both the plane. Okay, so you have to follow the same procedure. So I will draw locus, a horizontal line to convenient length. Okay, again I will draw locus of A. So this is locus of A dash and this is locus of A. Okay, next, so we should look at the given data. So I have located point A, then I know the true length. So true length is 60 mm and I know true inclination in front and top view. So our true inclination, sorry, not front and top view, so true inclination with HP and VP. Okay, first, so true inclination from HP that can be seen from front, so it will be above XY. Okay, true inclination with respect to VP that can be seen from top. Okay, so that will be below XY. Okay, so first, so I will draw a line inclined at 25° and also having length 60 mm. Okay, this length should be 60 mm and this angle should be 25°. Okay, next, so I can draw one more line. So again it should also have 60 mm length, but angle, since it is with respect to VP, 40° to VP, so it should be 40. This angle should be 40, this length should be 60. So length, true length, that is 60. The next, this angle should be 40. Okay, next, so these end points, okay, will give us locus of B. Okay, so this is, since it is a true length line, okay, 60 mm is true length, so this is B1 dash. Okay, one should be a subscript. Okay, and this is B2. Okay, after getting this B1 dash B2, immediately you should draw locus of point B. Okay, well, locus is nothing but it is a horizontal line in this case. So I will draw locus of B, that means horizontal line passing through this point B. I will draw it on both sides to convenient length. Next, so here also I will draw a locus. This length, this is a convenient length, need not measure. Okay. So now, based on the given data, so I was able to locate A and B, sorry, locate A in front view and in top view. That means with respect to VP and HP. So I was able to locate point A. Okay. So after that, I draw locus of A on both sides. Then, so depending on this data, that is true length is 60 and true inclination. So I draw this line and this. Then I got B1 dash and B2. So these are the another endpoint of true length lines. Okay. Next, so I should get so top and front views. Okay. For that the procedure is, so we know that, so we are able to get the true length of the line by rotating the view. Okay, and making it parallel and projecting it. Okay, similarly, so here I know the true length. Now I should get the view. For that the procedure is, okay, so from the true length line from another end, that is from B, okay, first drop a vertical till locus of A. Okay, so you are starting from B, draw this vertical line till locus of A. Okay, so after that, so use your compass, this as center and this as radius. Okay, so draw an arc. Okay, till this point, till locus of B. Okay, so this will give you point B. Okay, this is point B. This is point B. Okay, connect these two, this and this. So this is the top view, and this top view should be a thick line in the representation. Okay. Next, angle, inclination with respect to this top view. So you have to measure with this line and this 45.17. Okay. So this is the inclination, false inclination. Okay, that is beta. So false inclination of top view. So inclination of top view is nothing, that is the false inclination, that is beta 45 degree. Okay. Next, similarly, so you have one more true length line. Okay, from that also you have to draw a vertical line from B to locus of A. Okay, this is locus of A. Till here you have to draw this vertical. Then again, so take this as center, this as radius. So draw an arc. So till here. Sorry. So I should draw from true length line. So this is a view. Sorry, I did mistake. Okay, so you have to draw this vertical from true length line, not from view. Okay, this is a view. I should draw from true length line from this. So draw a vertical like this. Okay, till locus of A. So this is locus of A. These two are locus of A. These two lines are locus of B. Next, so this has center, this has radius, draw an arc. Okay, so this point till it should intersect locus of B. Okay, so you will get, so B dash. Okay, so this is B dash. So this is, if you connect A dash and B dash, so that is the front view. Okay, so I will connect A dash and B dash. Okay, so this is the front view. So if I measure the angle between these two, so this is the alpha. Okay, false inclination, that is inclination of front view, that is alpha 33.48. Okay, so again I should make this thick. So front view A dash B dash should be made thick. So A dash B dash. Okay. Next, these two A dash and B1 dash. This is a true length line. This should be medium thick. That is, I will consider it as 0.15 medium thick. So again, this should be medium thick. Okay. So this is the solution for this problem. So after that, if you are able to draw an exact vertical line between B and B dash, it is called end projector, your solution is correct. Okay, this is for cross verification. So after completing the procedure, okay, if you are able to draw a vertical line connecting B dash, if that is a exact vertical line, then so your solution will be correct. So if you are not getting this B dash and this vertical line, then you might have committed some mistake. Okay, so that you can understand with the help of this. Okay. So this is the solution. Okay, so this I solved using SolidWorks. Okay, so now terminology A dash B1 dash. So this is this line. This is the true length line. Okay, that is given 60. Next, here AB2, again it is also having same 60 mm length. Okay, that is also true length. Next, front view is denoted by A dash B dash. So if you measure it, so it will be 45.96. Again top view. So this is the top view. Next, true inclination 25. This is the inclination with respect to HP. True inclination of the true length with respect to HP, that is theta. Inclination of again true length line with respect to VP, so that is 40 degree. Next, inclination with respect to HP, that is front view inclination is alpha, top view inclination is beta. Okay, then a vertical line connecting A dash is one end projector, a vertical line connecting B dash is another end projector. Okay, so this is the terminology. Next, there is one more problem similar to this. Okay, same data, almost same data. Okay, so you can try this on your own so that you will become familiar with the construction procedure. Okay, after this class, I will share this PPT. So you should try to solve this. So I create an assignment. So you should solve and you should submit. Okay, same data as previous problem. Same procedure you have to follow, so you can complete it. Then after that you will become familiar with the construction procedure. Okay. Now I will consider one more problem. The top view of a 75 mm long line AB measures 65 mm, while the front view is 50 mm. Its one end A is in HP and 12 mm in front of VP. Draw the projections of AB and determine its inclination with the HP and VP. Okay. Now you can see you have three values: 75 mm, 65 mm, 50 mm. Now you must be able to identify what is true length, what is the length of the line in front view, and what is the length of the line in top view. Okay. So here, what is true length? Okay, what is the value of true length for this problem? Is it 75? Is it 65? Is it 50? Which one is true length?
65.
Once again, repeat your answer.
65.
65. True length. Once again, read the first statement properly. The top view of a 75 mm long line AB measures 65.
75.
75. Okay. So you can understand it in another way. Always true length will be more than length of a line in views. Okay. It cannot be, it may be equal. It cannot be less. True length cannot be less than the length of views. Okay. Always true length value will be greater than the length of front and top view. Based on that also you can decide 75 mm is the true length line. Okay, so it is the true length. Or in another way, so here in the first sentence, what they are trying to communicate is actual length of the line is 75 mm, but it is measuring 65 mm in top view. So that is what they want to convey, but it is in a confusing manner. Okay, so in the exam also data will be given like this only. You must be able to introspect, or sorry, you must be able to interpret properly. Okay, so in this problem, the top view of a 75 mm long line. So actually the line is having 75 mm, but in top view it is measuring 65 mm, while in front view again it is measuring 50 mm. That means 75 mm is true length of the line, 60 mm is in front view, sorry, in top view, 50 mm is in front view. Okay, so next it's one end, A is in HP. A is in HP means how much from HP? Is it 0 mm or more than that? In HP means again it is on HP, that means 0 mm. Okay, next 12 mm in front of VP. Draw the projections of AB and determine its inclination with the HP and VP. Okay, again here also we have 5 data. Okay, true length 1 data, length of the line in top view second data, length of the line in front view third data. So one end A is on HP, that means in HP, that means 0 mm from HP, that is one data, fourth data, 12 mm in front of VP, fifth data. Totally we have 5 data, we can solve this problem. Okay, so out of these data, so totally so 3, 6, 8, other than that they can give location of the points. Okay, totally 12 data. Out of 12 they can give any 5 data. Okay, using this you can solve problem. So these are 8 data. Along apart from these 8, so they can give location of point A. Okay, both with respect to VP and HP. Point B with respect to VP and HP. So that means totally 12 data. Out of 12, if we have 5 data, easily you can solve the problem. Okay. So now I will show the procedure. So now you have to list down. So what is given? So true length. So A dash B1 dash, that is given. Then again true length we are going to make use of both above xy and below xy. So again below xy AB2, above xy A dash B1 dash, that is given 75 mm. Then location of A is given. Okay. So it is in HP means 0 mm from HP. In or on HP means 0 from HP. Next 12 mm in front of VP. So from VP it is 12. Okay, so totally 3 data. Next front view A dash B dash 50, top view 65. We don't know inclination. Inclination we don't know. We don't know the distance between end projectors also we don't know. Okay, with these 5 data we can find out all remaining things. Okay, so I will explain with the help of SolidWorks. Okay, same problem. So first we should note down the given data. So as I told you, so true length 75 25, then top view, that is AB 65, front view, that is A dash B dash 50, then location of point A, 0 from HP, that is in HP, then 12 mm in front, it is 12 from VP. Okay, so these are the given data. Okay, so again I will show the procedure. First draw XY line. Okay, after that, so name it as VPHP, since it is always it is first quadrant. HP. So though it is on HP, so we assume that so it is first quadrant. Okay, because so we consider only first angle projection in this course, so we consider it as first quadrant. Okay, so first I will locate the point A. So since it is on HP, on XY line, I will consider front view. Okay, that is A dash. Next, top view, 12 mm in front of VP. In front will be below XY line, 12 mm. Then, so I will connect front and top view with projector. Okay, this should be 12. Okay, then I will name the views. So this is A dash and this is A. Okay, so after locating point, immediately you should draw the locus. Okay, don't go for any other procedure, follow this procedure. So locus of A dash, okay, XY itself is the locus of A dash. Okay, need not draw one more line. But for A, I should draw a horizontal line that itself is the locus of this A. Okay. Next, so I know true length. I know length of top view, front view, but I don't know the inclination. If I know the inclination of true length lines and top view, front view, easily I could have drawn the inclined line and I can get locus of B. I can complete the procedure, but here the problem is I don't know, so I don't know the inclinations. Okay, next, so based on the previous solution, if you observe the previous solution, okay, so you can find one thing. So this is the top view, this is the front view. Okay, so front view length is 45.96, that is 46 is the front view length. Again this 50. Okay, this 54.38 is the top view length. Now you can see, so if you draw an arc till locus of A, again the length between this point and this point, that will be equal to 54.38 only, because so here drawing the arc, this the radius of this arc will be 54.38. That means in this problem with the given data, you can get this point. Okay, this is the top view. So here you can observe distance between this length. Okay, distance between these two, again 54.38, again same length, again front view, this is the front view. So we are using this arc to transfer this view to this locus. Again same, the length between these 2 points, again same. Now we don't know, we don't have information regarding locus of B, location of B, we don't know. But what we know is this front view length can be located on the locus of A dash. This top view length can be located on locus of A, that we can understand with the help of this construction procedure. Okay, so this is the top view. Again, with the help of this arc, if we rotate it and if we can transfer the top view. Okay, so top view length can be located on this locus of A. Front view length can be located on this locus of A dash. Okay, I will do this step. Okay, so I know front view length and top view. Okay, top view it is 65. So I will locate top view length on locus of A, since A is the top view. Okay, so here you can observe A is the top view. So on the locus of A, I will locate top view length. On locus of A dash, I will locate front view length. Okay, so this length should be 65. Okay, next. So I will locate front view length on locus of A dash. In this case, XY itself is locus of A dash. This is 50. Okay, so this is the first step. Next, you can see what is the use of locating the length of the views on locus of A and A dash. What is its use? Okay, that you will understand in next step. So again, go back to the previous solution. Okay, so this is the top view. Now we are able to get this point. Okay, what is its use? Now we can see the front view. Okay, so A dash B1 dash is the true length. Okay, this true length, this point B1 dash should come on this vertical line, and this vertical line is drawn from the point of top view on locus of A. Similarly, again, so this B2, okay, you are going to get this B2 on the vertical line drawn from top view length on locus of A dash. Okay, so what is its meaning, that you will understand here. Okay, so what is the meaning of that is, so now have a top view from here. From top view, I should draw in this direction. Okay, from front view, I should draw downwards like this. On these vertical lines only, I should get one more point of true length. Okay, above XY, A dash is one point of true length, B1 dash is another point of true length. So that using compass, taking the 75 mm length as radius, if you cut an arc, that point itself is B1 dash. Okay, you have to use compass. I will use this command called center point arc. This is the center. I will draw an arc where radius is equal to true length, that is 75. Okay, so this point is B1 dash. Okay, so B1 dash means, so it is a locus of B. Okay, both B1 dash and B dash, they will lie on the same horizontal line, that is the locus of B. So if I get B1 dash, immediately I can draw a horizontal line, that itself is the locus. Okay, after getting A dash, B dash. Okay, this type of points, immediately you should draw locus. Next, same procedure I will follow here. So again, A, so B2, A, B2. Okay, so that is another point of true length line. So again, I will consider A as center. Again, same 75 as radius. 75 radius. So I will draw an arc. It will cut this line. So that point is B2. Okay, immediately, so I will draw horizontal line. So this is the locus. Okay. So now, so I can connect A dash to B1 dash. This is the true length line. Next, I can connect A to B2. This is another true length line. Okay, so I can dimension it. So you also should do dimensioning. 75. This is also 75. Okay. Next, so I can find theta and phi. Okay, angle between this and horizontal line. Angle between true length line and this horizontal. Okay, so this is theta. So it is 30. There will be some error. There will be some minute constructional error even in the software. You need not worry. It is around 30 degree. Angle between this and this. Okay, it is around 48 degree. Okay, this is theta and this is phi. Next, so we should draw front and top view. Okay, so after getting this locus, okay, easily we can draw front and top view. Okay, so already we have transferred the front view to this length. Again, take this as center, this as radius, draw an arc. Okay, this is the front view. This is B dash. Okay, next, again, so first before that, so I will connect A dash to B dash. So this is the front view. I will make it thick. So this is front view. Okay, and you can find out the inclination also, the angle between these two. So this is the true inclination. That is around 49. Okay, next. So you can consider top view. Okay, again draw an arc. So it will cut here. So this is B. Okay, I will connect these 2 points. That means you should draw a line from A to B. That is the main. Okay, this is the top view. Next, so I can measure the angle. So you should measure using protractor. So here I have a command in the software. Using that I can get it directly, but you should so measure it using protractor. Okay. So here AB is top view and A dash B dash is front view. So after completion of this, so if I am able to draw a vertical line connecting B dash, my solution is correct. Or else, so it is an indication that I did mistake somewhere else. Okay. So these two are true length lines. So these two should be medium thick. Remaining all should be thin. Only front view, top view should be thick. Then true length line should be medium thick. Even if you make thin also no problem. So make them visible. Okay. Remaining all should be very thin. So this should be thick. True length lines, that is A dash, B1 dash and A, B2 should be medium thick. Remaining all or construction line, they must be thin. So here, so after solving this problem, so what you can understand is, so I shared a video. In that video, what you can understand is, so if you want to get true length of a line, we should rotate a line and we should make it parallel. Then only we are able to get that true length. So that was the concept which I tried to communicate using that video. Okay, now we can observe in this problem. Okay, so this is the top view. Okay, if you rotate this top view such that it will become parallel to XY means here. So if you rotate this line, okay, from this point to this, it will become parallel. Parallel to XY means, so parallel to a plane of projection. Then if you project it to opposite plane, so if you project it, you are able to get the true length here. So this is the relation. You are rotating the top view, so till it become parallel to a plane of projection, that is till here. Then on the same line, so if you project it, you are getting the true length line. Again, here also you can see this is the front view. You are rotating front view to some extent so that it will become parallel to a plane of projection, that is this. Then you are drawing a projector. Okay, then if you connect, you are getting the true length. That means if you rotate a view and if you make that view parallel to plane of projection, on the opposite plane you are getting its true length. If you are rotating front view and making it parallel to XY line, and if you project it on the opposite plane, you are getting true length. If you are rotating the top view and you are making the top view parallel to XY line on the opposite plane, so you are getting the true length. Okay, so this is the concept. So here with the help of the solution, so I will explain here also. Okay, suppose this is the top view. Okay, so now you are rotating this top view in order to make it parallel to XY line. So this is XY line. XY line is nothing but it is the representation of both VP and HP. So you are making it parallel to XY means, so you are rotating the top view. Now top view will be at this location. Okay, so you are making it parallel. When you make it parallel, you are able to get the true length. How? By projecting this point till locus of B, then connecting A to this, you are getting the true length. Similarly, this is the front view. By drawing this arc, you are rotating front view. Why you are rotating front view? In order to make it parallel to a plane of projection. Okay, so what is the use of making it parallel to a plane of projection? You are able to get the true length. Now if you project it in the opposite plane, you are able to get the true length. Again, the reverse also possible. If you know the true length, okay, drop a vertical, then rotate it, you will get view. If you know view, you can get true length. If you know true length, you can get views. Okay, based on this concept, so we are able to solve problem related